Hey there, my name is Sid, and today I'm going to show you Autoclaw, the fastest and easiest way to deploy OpenClaw onto your own virtual private server. Now, I'm sure the reason you're here in the first place is because you've already heard a lot about OpenClaw and the amazing things it can do. And yes, the hype is real. It is an amazing AI assistant, especially when you can connect it to various apps that you use so that it can go and do work for you. The only problem is it's not the easiest thing to set up. In fact, this is the official installation page on OpenClaw.ai for Hetzner, which is a virtual private server that we will be deploying your own version of OpenClaw on. And if you look at this, you could attempt to install it on your own, but it's really complicated. And if you're non-technical, there's a lot of technical work that you need to do to get it set up and running in the right way. I tried it and I'm technical and it still took me a long time. If you're not technical, you're going to run into issues. You may not set it up correctly. You may open yourself to a lot of security vulnerabilities. All in all, it's not the easiest way. It's not the most intuitive way to do it. So that's why I built Autoclaw. So Autoclaw automates all of that stuff, the installation process, and takes care of the security. And if you follow the instructions on this page and deploy it, we will automatically do it for you and then give you the keys so that you can then go and run your own OpenClaw. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do and how to do it to get that. The first thing you need to do is create a Hetzner account. Hetzner is a web hosting service from Germany, and they have some of the best virtual private servers in the world. And of course, they are also recommended by OpenClaw themselves. Many people in the community use Hetzner. And we'll be using it for you because they're also the cheapest hosting platform available. So you go to hetzner.com, you click login, create an account, and then that's it. Once you create your account, you're going to be asked to put your credit card in. Put a credit card in, Hetzner won't charge you right away, but I'll explain what happens after that. Once you finish the onboarding process for Hetzner and put your credit card in, you're going to see something like this, a console. And you'll probably just see the default one here. As you can see, this is my OpenClaw running on Hetzner already. Create a new project for yourself. And I'm going to call this project Autoclaw. You can call it whatever you want. Call it OpenClaw, call it something else. Name doesn't matter. Click Add Project. And here we go. Autoclaw has been added. As you can see, it says plus create server. We're not going to do that because Autoclaw is automatically going to create the server for you. But to do that, you need to give Autoclaw an API key. So you click into the project and you go down to the bottom left here and hit the security link and then click on API tokens. As you can see, there's no API token yet. It's a brand new project. You're going to hit generate API token and call it again, whatever you want, doesn't matter. And give it the read and write permissions. Don't forget about that. Then hit generate API token. And so it's going to give you an API token, which you're going to click to show, copy it. I'm obviously going to delete this after the recording this video, so don't worry about that. And then you're going to go over back to Autoclaw and paste it in there. Here we are back in Autoclaw. I'm going to put my email address in here, which you can contact me on anytime you need help with. And then I'm going to paste my Hetzner API token. Again, all of the instructions are on the website, on Autoclaw website. The second thing you need to do is the Anthropic API key. Anthropic is the company that makes the models behind Claude. So Claude Sonnet, Claude Opus, these are the sort of default models for OpenClaw. You can obviously change the models later on, but we're going to get you set up with Anthropic's models because they are the best models. And again, you're going to need to create an API key with Anthropic. You need to go to anthropic.com or console.anthropic.com, create an account or log into your existing account, and you should see something like this, where you can get yourself an API key. So there should be a button right there. Don't forget to also load up your account with some dollars. So since you're using the API directly, it's going to come from your balance that's inside in your account here. So you're going to need to load that up. It's say start with $10 and then you can sort of go from there. Get your API key, and again, create a new key. Let's call it Autoclaw, whatever, add, and again, copy this key. Now, remember, when you copy these keys, they only show once. So you have to go right away back to Autoclaw and paste it in there. Don't forget about that, okay? So you copy the key, and let's go back to Autoclaw. We've got our email address in. Make sure you've got the right spelling in there, because you're going to receive instructions for how to log into your OpenClaw web UI after you set this up. We've got the Hetzner API token, and we've got the Anthropic key. Again, all of the instructions are here on the website, and you can email me if you have questions. But also, this video should be good enough for you to follow. Remember, those API tokens, when they show up, they will only show up once. Copy it, paste it back in. If you forget it, if it closes, you can always create a new token. That's not a problem, okay? The other thing is, do not share these tokens with anyone. When you put it in here and you deploy, we will use those tokens to create a server for you on your Hetzner account, to connect your Anthropic API, and to set up OpenClaw with that Anthropic API. Then we delete your API keys. So your keys are deleted from our end, and we give you access. We tell you how to access your OpenClaw on your server. After that, it's all yours, right? So we're going to hit deploy OpenClaw. We're validating the Hetzner token. It is validated. It's right. And now you're going to see a little payment module over here. Once you enter your credit card details on this Stripe payment page, hit pay, and we should see it get processed, and you will be taken up to this page where we set up your server. So again, like I said earlier, we use your Hetzner API key to access your Hetzner project that you created, create a new server. That server is going to be $4 a month. So it's the cheapest server we can get that's good enough for Autoclaw, or OpenClaw rather. And it is going to be charged to the credit card that you linked to when you created your Hetzner account. So this is going to, as you can see here, we're booting up the Hetzner VPS, and then pretty soon we're going to install OpenClaw onto that server. This process takes about 2 to 3 minutes, so I'm going to pause the video and come back when it's done. After a couple of minutes, maybe a little longer, depending on where you are and how long it takes to set up the server, you should see this. Your OpenClaw instance is live. So it is live on your Hetzner account on your server. From here on out, you will be paying Hetzner per month for that server, which, like I said, is $4 a month. We don't have access to it. We don't have access to your Anthropic. We don't have access to any of your information because we scrub it clean after this. And so be careful here. This is the page that you need to access OpenClaw. You need this link here and this gateway token. And so you can start chatting by going on the link. So click here, copy. You'll get this in an email as well. So save the email. Click copy. Open a new tab with that email. Hit enter. And this is OpenClaw. This is the web UI. Here you can actually talk and you can say, hey. And OpenClaw is going to respond with an introduction, a sort of like an onboarding. Hey, I just came online. Looking at the workspace, I see Bootstrap MD is still here, which means we haven't done introductions yet. So it's going to ask you a few questions. You're going to give it answers. And that's it. You've got OpenClaw on your own server. It is yours to do whatever you want with it and customize. You can see config settings here. You can add channels to chat with it from your Slack, your Instagram, not Instagram, Discord, Telegram, Slack, messages, whatever, and so on and so forth. You can add skills to it. You can create multiple agents. You can do whatever you want. It's all yours on your own server, up and running for $5 or less than that, $4 a month. And there you go. So have fun with it. It's really cool software. And you can do so many things with it. I've done so many things with it. Of course, I have my own version of this, which I built for myself, but I use a lot of the principles here to build my own version. And if you need any ideas, just check out the docs in OpenClaw, and the community has tons of ideas that they're adding every day. And that's it. But yes, back to that page. This URL here, the web UI, this is the full URL for accessing OpenClaw on your server. So it comes in two parts. There's part one, which is this part, which is kind of like the address of your server. And you can find this address in when you log in Hetzner as well. So if you go into Hetzner and you go into the console on that project and see the server, you'll see that over there. The token is basically what lets, it's like a passcode. So this is also very important for you to keep safe. Your server IP address is just the IP address of your Hetzner server. And then this is the command to root into your server. So you can access your server directly through the terminal if you feel comfortable with the terminal by typing in this command. All of these instructions will be sent to your email. So you should get an email from me, sid@refoundai.com. Refound is my AI consultancy where we build AI products for mid to large size enterprises. So if you're looking for something like this that is more secure for your enterprise, reach back out to me. But you should have all these instructions there. And you will also have instructions on how to add Discord, Telegram, other integrations. It's fairly easy. And we're going to be adding more features as well where we can automatically create those integrations for you. So if you have ideas or need more integrations, let me know. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this short little tutorial, and I hope you enjoy OpenClaw. It's a great tool. If you have any questions, let me know. But beyond this, we have access to none of your stuff. We will be scrubbing all of these details from our servers. So we don't have any of your API tokens. We don't have your gateway token or your web UI. You have to save it somewhere. And even if you lose it, you can log back into Hetzner, which we will not have access to anymore. Log back into Hetzner, find the server IP, and then you can sort of open up the web UI using the server IP.